at Apex exchange token or the Apex itself, as you can see here. So the reason, or if we look at the token itself, the token is up over 1000%. So basically in just a couple of days it went from 23 cent to as high as like 2.7, and as of now it's over 900% up, as you can see here. Now this token is like similar in terms of what they do. So this is basically perpetual and spot exchange, as you can see here, which is on chain, but it is available on like Arbitrum. There's the base chain, there's the BNB, Ethereum, and the Mental. Now in terms of like why the token is going up, there are a lot of things that may have like contributed to this surge, but most of the time I think the reason why the token went up is because if we look at the similar projects as of now, the biggest example would be MYX Finance. So their token is up over like it went from $1.14 to as high as like 16.75 or even like 17.38. So this was a massive move, as you can see here. This one is on the Binance Smart Chain. After that we have AVNT, which is up over 200%, but it just launched, as you can see. And this one is on this one is basically on the base network, again a similar project. Now the last project that is like again similar, but that is on the Binance Smart Chain, is Esther. The token, they did basically migration from APX or something like that, and as of now starting from like 56 cent, it is up to like it went as high as $2.35, and this one is available on again on the Binance Smart Chain. Now we have this Apex, which is doing like the similar move to MYX as well as like Extra as well as AVNT. As of now, in terms of like what it has gained, it is up over 900%, I would say, and there is a possibility that it may actually continue to go up like till its all-time high. We'll talk about the price at the end, but before that we do need to cover why the token is going up and what it offers. Now let's get started. So starting with why this massive move happened, it all started with like Bybit basically hyping Mental X Apex, as you can see here. So this basically happened on like 27th, somewhere around here, and we had this massive move. Before that there were some also other things about the Apex itself, and there is also a really good hype for these derivatives slash spot like on-chain exchanges, and I think because of that it could have been happening as well. Now there was also another big news that they basically announced a buyback program. This did happen like I would say like few days back, but they just made this detailed announcement as well. So to reinforce their long-term commitment to the Apex protocol ecosystem and ensure their community directly benefits from the value created, they are excited to introduce Apex token buyback program. They will be kicking off this initiative with one-time commitment of 12 million using past revenue, which is massive, as you can see. 12 million is a lot. After that they will have like total value from the next week. 50% of the Apex daily revenue will be allocated to purchase Apex token from the open market, combined with 12 million commitment. So in terms of like, so they are basically using their future daily like revenue to buy the token. So this does like increase the massive, I would say, buy pressure on the Apex. So as long as it's like as long as the Apex is being used, or as long as they're generating like as long as they are generating, let's say, revenue, the token will be like, they will be buying the token from the open market. So this is really going to be good. So they will have a frequency weekly buybacks from the open market starting next week. Transparency, all the pre-purchased tokens will be transferred and logged into an on-chain public address fully visible to community. So this is really going to be really good. Now basically they are trying to make Apex more scarce. They did I think in 2022 or 2023 as well. We'll talk about that in just a second. Now in terms of how in terms of their stats, as you can see here, their perpetual volume is like going up, and it's basically averaging above 400 million on a weekly basis, or sorry, on a daily basis. So this is probably generating a lot of revenue, and I think this will basically have a pretty big, like I would say, a pretty positive impact on its price in the future as well. Now in terms of its tokenomics, the Apex itself had like max supply of 1 billion, but what they did, they basically burned half of it. Now its max supply is 500 million, out of which 23% is allocated to early investors in the team. As you can see here, there is 77% for the participation rewards like custom building and liquidity, so that's really good. This is how they allocate it. So basically they burned like 50% of the supply, and now this is how it looks like. Again, I couldn't find the exact token you can say vesting schedule, because it is little bit, I would say, this one is little bit like unclear. But again, in terms of the early investors, they do have like Dragon Capital, Jump Trading, Chronos, and some others you can see here. And there was also a mental, basically a proposal on the mental which proposed for a token swap of 2 million in USDC for 11 million Apex tokens. So this was really big one, I would say, as well. Now the Apex itself, in terms of its utility, the token is basically used for like governance as well as ES Apex, which is like their staking tokens as well. So users can convert it to like Apex or 6 months, or stake it, or to earn weekly rewards as well. So that is what it's going for. Now in terms of price, this is how it looks like. So the token like does have a really good resistance as of now. So it's at like if you look at its peak, it was at 2.71, and in terms of like its all-time high, it is like around, I would say, 3.86 or even like 3.5, as you can see here. So as of now, if we look at like 4-hour chart, we don't have that much pressure. So I think this token will most likely aim for a new all-time high. So if it can break above 2.72, I think it is going for a new all-time high. So it is basically making I would say, making a cup and holder. So we could be looking at this. This is most likely what it is going for. Again, if it can like break above 2.7, we may see it go. It may go basically as 3.8. That is what I would be looking at as of now. Again, for that, it does have a resistance around $3 as well, and there is also a resistance of around 3.3. So it can basically peak here as well, somewhere around like on this zone as well, in between 3 to 3.6 as well. Now again, as of now, it's going up, so it is bound to make a correction. So let's see how low it can go if it does make a correction. So again, we'll just use fib retracement to get really good entries for this token, because we don't have any correction whatsoever. So again, if it does go down, I would be looking at I think the really good entry for this token would be somewhere around 1.6 or like 1.76. I will just redraw these entries. So the first one is going to be here. I think that is going to be really good entry for this token, followed by like 1.45 would be another good one, and we also have this 1.16, and I think the best entry is going to be somewhere around like 2.74. I think these are the different entries that can be used when the coin does go down, and I think it will make a it will most likely make this correction, but the question is when. Anyways, once it does go down, I will make a follow-up video on it as well, but as of now, it seems like that if it can break above 2.7, I think it will basically go for a new all-time high, and if it doesn't like stop at a new all-time high, there is no way to know how high it can go. But again, as of now, it seems like that Apex has a closer, like Apex does have a really close association with mental, and mental as of now is really big layer 2, and even if you look at the MNT token, it's doing really well. So I would say if mental MNT continues to go up, I think the possibility of Apex following the MNT is really high as well. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will be back with more. Thank you.